Alright, hello everybody, I am Flunk, and this is Jet Tips and Tricks number 2 for Battlefield 4, and today the main meat of this is going to be attack jets, but I'm also going to go over some changes and button layouts that you guys want to use. So, first off, let me talk about the gameplay. This is Xbox One gameplay. I got an Xbox One. And there's a few changes, a few differences between the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. First of all, the graphics are amazing. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. The frame rate is up to 60 frames a second instead of 30 like it was on the Xbox 360. But then there are some downsides to it also. For some reason, I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but for me, on the Xbox One, I lag a lot. Like, you guys might be seeing it right now. Like, I'm getting some like disgusting lag. Like, it's never been so bad. Like, even when I was on the 360, like, it's actually terrible. Like, look at this. Oh my God! I can't even see anything. I can't shoot anything. Nothing. I can't see. So yeah, the lag is real. Hopefully, it'll kind of get better over time. I mean, it really sucks having to deal with that. And then the only other complaint I have about it isn't really a complaint. It's just that like everybody right now that has the Xbox One is like really good, so it's harder to get like these good gameplays. I ended up doing pretty decent in this one. I had like a 40-4 KD, I think, which is pretty good. But not the entire thing is in this gameplay because it's like a half an hour long. So I mean, that would be a really long Jet Tips. So yeah, that's pretty much the only complaints that I have for the Xbox One as of now. But let's get into some of the changes. And some of these changes, I'm not sure if they're just because I switched consoles or if there was an update that came out like right when I switched. But you guys can see for yourself if you're still in the 360. But first of all is before, my only complaint about the Hydra rockets was that on certain maps, like I know on Rogue Transmission, you could only use the rocket pods when you were in third person, but now you can just do it in first person on every map and it's totally fine, and they're really good, which I'll be going into later. And then the other thing is the JDAM bombs that are dumb fire bombs, which means you just kind of drop them and hope they hit something. Those can be used a lot better than they could on the 360 because they just there's more people, so there's a higher likelihood that you're going to hit something. And then the only other thing is ECM jammer. Before, like when I was on the 360, all I had to do is if there was a missile following me, all I had to do was drop ECM and fly straight, and it would usually miss me. But now it usually misses me if I fly straight and kind of do a spiral, just like keep barrel rolling and going straight, and it'll usually miss me. You'll probably see me do that a couple times in this gameplay, and I don't think it works actually. But yeah, that's so I might be going back to flares just because ECM is getting kind of unreliable. But those are the only really major differences that I've noticed between the two consoles. And again, I'm not sure if it was the update. You guys can check for yourselves on that one. So let's look at some button layouts. Options, veteran, 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 veteran. And those are your button layouts. Guys, veteran is all you need. Veteran, I just have it on all of my options where I can have it because it sets everything to the same way it was in Battlefield 3, or almost the same way with the exception of the spot button and the knife button. But you know, you can get over that. So yeah, all it's gonna do is make everything the same as it was in Battlefield 3. If you didn't play Battlefield 3, that's okay. I feel like the controls in that game were a lot better than the default ones in this game. So yeah, just go with veteran. It's just the easiest. It's the best way. So now let's talk about the attack jets. I've mentioned this before. On the attack jets, the cannon is a 30mm cannon, and it's very similar to the one on the rush jets in Battlefield 3. That being that it's amazing. It'll just take out everything, guys. This is all you need. You don't even need weapons on it, but they do help, so you're gonna put them on anyway. So yeah, the cannon is amazing. always use the cannon over anything else. All the weapons you have, make sure that you can fire them and still have time to get a full burst with the cannon on the front of your plane. So I know on my last jet tips I said that the laser guided missiles were going to be the best for the attack jets, and they were under the circumstances. But now that JDAMs have a higher chance of hitting someone, and now that hydro rockets actually work in like all maps and game modes and planes, you can go with them. That's actually what I'm using in this gameplay, and I think that's what I'm going to go with in the future, because you can fire them quickly, get rid of them, do some damage, and still have plenty of time for your cannon. The laser guideds, you know, they take time. You have to wait for them to lock on, then you have to fire, and you have to maintain the lock until they get to their target. Now that's a lot of time, and sometimes I wouldn't have like the opportunity to fire the full length of the burst of a cannon. So yeah, hydro rockets are probably going to be my best bet in the future, but JDAMs can have their moments. So like when you would want to set JDAMs is if you've noticed, if you're in like maybe obliteration where the majority of the people on the map are going to be concentrated in one area, you can drop JDAMs and do some serious damage. But other than that, I think I'm going to go with hydro rockets. Now, you might have seen earlier in the gameplay, I would shoot at the gunships a lot. And if you want to rank up your planes, that's the way to do it. Gunships are free points. They really never get a chance to shoot back at you if you're in a jet, and they're pretty easy to take down, only a couple of runs with the attack jet, and they give you a lot of points for destroying them, and any kills you get obviously is going to give you a lot of points too. So definitely go for the gunships if you're looking for jet XP, and if you're looking for just people in general, like I said, on obliteration they're always going to be by the bomb, and conquest they're going to be by the objectives. You're just going to want to look around the objectives in whatever game mode you're in, because that's where the majority of the people are going to be, and that's where you're going to find the most kills. And lastly, with the attack jets, you need to remember there's a different play style. There's a specific play style you need when you're using the attack jets. You need to be kind of like a all-out blitzkrieg kind of play style, you know? So like you're going to want to go in, get as many kills as you can, and get out. This is going to be your best bet for getting as many kills as you can, because when you go in, you get a bunch of kills, they really don't have much time to react, and if they do, then you have countermeasures, and you just drop the countermeasures ECM or flares and get away, and they really will never take you down if you do it the right way each time. And you really only die if you make a mistake, like you crash into something, or you kind of overdo your stay and kind of fly around for a little bit and give them a chance to fire stingers or heat seekers or something when your countermeasures are still recharging. So if you just kind of stick to that play style, you're going to do really, really well in this kind of thing. Notice how I'm doing this, how I'm going in, kind of getting some good distance, flipping over, and then coming back in kind of a strafing run kind of play style. That's how you're going to want to use the attack jets, and that's how you're going to get the most kills with them. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Jet Tips. If you have any questions, then go ahead and put them in the comments. Also, check out previous episodes of Jet Tips, like the ones from Battlefield 3, because they still have information that can help you out in Battlefield 4, like the one that I did with the hand camera, where I recorded my hands while I played so you guys could see the kind of grip that I use while I fly, which is probably different than the one that you use. So yeah, go check those out. Like, comment, subscribe. I take requests in the comments, so if you have any questions or requests for Jet Tips, then put them there. Tell your friends about it, because tell your friends about the channel, because the more the channel grows, the more motivation I'm going to have to come out with more and better content for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Have a good one.